It was the picture that changed everything. A late-night photo of John and 23-year-old third-grade teacher Deanna Hummel leaving a club. But America's dad denies that he was caught with another woman.
That was just my friend. I just hung out with her, you know.
Not a girlfriend?
No.
Doesn't her brother say that you were fooling around with her?
Of course. Doesn't her brother get paid? Everyone gets paid. But I can't be friends with her anymore because I don't want her to get paparazzi'd. I will sacrifice my friendship with her so she can have a life.
A charmed life in front of the cameras quickly became a life in the tabloids. For John, there would be more photos and more rumors.
Ready for dinner?
Kate Major, a former reporter from Star Magazine, would claim John was her boyfriend and that the two had to sneak sex when the kids were not around. Another headline, another denial.
So Kate Major was a romantic fling, but it was not a girlfriend.
No romantic fling.
No romance at all?
Nothing. I just thought I meant this.
She tells stories.
She tells stories.
John says before he ever appeared in a tabloid magazine, his marriage was already in trouble.
When it got so bad I couldn't take it anymore, I mean, I was sleeping in the apartment above my garage. I'm paying a mortgage on a house that I don't even sleep in anymore.
He says everything really came to a head one October evening at the dinner table.
You remember the conversation?
Yes, I know exactly where I was sitting at my dining room table. I was eating dinner. She came walking in, and the next thing out of her mouth was, I don't even know why we got married.
Wasn't just a moment of anger?
No. It was like weird. It was like everything was cool, dinner time came, kids went to bed, and then she comes strolling in and says these things. But there was no bad press then. There was nothing then. There was no tabloids, nothing. Everything was always good. Good housekeeping and all the good magazines and lovely story, lovely family, good PR, everything. It's just out of the blue.
You don't know why she
I don't know
wanted to end
why. Go to therapy and figure it out. Help me out. Give me closure.
While John says that Kate ended the marriage, Kate's been telling a very different story to the media.
Merry Christmas, guys. Daddy, I need your help. I have trash bags. Just come in here.
It was after Christmas that John says he reached his breaking point.
Sit down and take the paper off.
How do you put this on the tripod? Because it's time.
I came home from Utah, January 17th. I got home. I said, you know what? I'm going to go out and see my friends. In 10 years, I've never gone out. Like, I've never if she said, oh, I don't want you going out, I used to say, okay, I'm not going to go out. I was very passive. This is the first time I said, you know what? I want to see my friends. I'm going out. That was the first time in my life I ever stood up to Kate. Like, there. You know, I don't know why I did it. I just felt like I had to take back some pride in my life, and I did it. And I felt really good. I made my own decision. You know, I was beaten down for so long that I couldn't even make my own decision. And when I did, I was like, holy cow, you know? You know, what's she gonna do? Divorce me? Obviously, you know?
Can it be fixed?
No, our relationship will never be fixed.
Why do you think she still wears the ring?
I think she still wears the ring for public perception. I don't wear my ring because she took my ring. I don't have it.
She took your ring?
I don't have a ring. So I laid it down one day and it was gone. Who else would take it? I checked all underneath my kids' pillows. And that's where everything ends up in the house anyway. So it wasn't there.
Now, John and Kate live the life of parents with shared custody.
It's like 4:30 in the morning. And I do this like twice a week.
When it's his turn, John packs up his car and commutes from New York City to Pennsylvania to be with his kids. When he's with the kids, she is not. And when she's with the kids, he is not. Which recently was a problem when Kate came home to find the kids with a new babysitter hired by John. Authorities had to be called to the scene.
Kate, did you just call the cops on John about the babysitter?
She tried to come home yesterday and I wouldn't let her in the gate. And I just said, well, I'm spending time with my kids and, you know, I'm spending quality time with my kids and she's gonna have to leave. And she tried to cry it up with the cops and it didn't work and they just basically said you have to leave.
Despite the drama, John says he did try everything to avoid getting to this point.
I tried. And if the other party isn't gonna help herself, I mean, I went to therapy. I learned about myself. If she's not gonna go to therapy, if she's not gonna fix herself, then it's not gonna work. It takes two people. I have a $22,000 therapy bill. I mean, I tried to have marriage counseling. I did it myself. She refused to go.
So she never went?
Never went. In March, I went back out to Utah. But before I went out to Utah, she wanted me to fly to California and meet with Dr. Phil. And I was very hesitant. I mean, I was like, what the heck is this?
According to John, their session with Dr. Phil was more about fixing the image of the show than fixing their marriage.
You know, we talked about the brand and corporate things and making the brand work. And, you know, I felt it was weird. I was like, why am I here? I could be snowboarding. I mean, this is not like, I mean, it wasn't helping.
In a statement to ABC News, Dr. Phil said, "I respect the Gosselin's privacy. I have no comment on their marriage."
I mean, I'm like, I'm borderline, like, I don't cry. I cried at my dad's funeral. That's it. I've cried more now in the last, 8 months than my whole entire life.
Why?
Because you get frustrated and pent up. I mean, it's so frustrating. I can't defend the girl I love because I have no voice in the media, and now I do. And I just want to let the world know that I'm a real person with feelings. Yeah, okay, I made mistakes. Maybe it wasn't the best idea to go out to the clubs, but we all learn from mistakes, except mine are public.
And his critics say the most public of his mistakes and a bombshell to the faithful viewers of John and Kate Plus 8 is his new girlfriend, Haley Glassman, the daughter of Kate's plastic surgeon.
I feel like I love her more than I did Kate.
The truth about Haley when we come back.